Hey everybody, Travis Flaherty here, and I want to talk to you today about the Legacy Global 2020 Vision Plan. This plan was created as a soft approach to attracting customers and ultimately taking customers and turning them into sharers. And I'm going to show you exactly how this is done. If you're brand new, this is the system that you want to implement, and I challenge you to try and implement it within the first 30 days. If you do that, you will see massive success and you will begin to create your story. Your story is one of the biggest assets that you have in this business. Why? Because you're going to have a lot of people that are watching you. You're going to have a lot of people that are paying attention to this new business that you've started. And as they see your success and they see your excitement, that's going to continue to attract them to your business. Now, first, we have to understand a study that was done in England. It's a fascinating study. They went to an initial group of homes. They knocked on the door with a big, ugly sign that said, "Slow down, children are playing." And one by one, they asked each homeowner, "Listen, we need your help. Would you be willing to allow us to plant this sign in your yard? We're trying to do good. We're trying to get the cars to slow down on the street, and we'd appreciate it if you'd allow us to put this in your yard." Now, only 10% of the homeowners said yes. Why? Because it was a big, ugly sign, and nobody wants a sign like that in their yard. So then they went to a second group of homes with a smaller, non-obtrusive sign. It said the exact same thing, and they knocked on one door after another, and they had the same exact pitch. "Hey, listen, we're just trying to do good. We'd really appreciate your help. Can we put this sign in your yard? We're just trying to do good." This time, 70% of the homeowners said yes. But here's the fascinating statistic. They went back to those 70% 1 month later, and they said, "Listen, the sign is too small. People can't read it. Would it be okay if we replaced it with this bigger sign?" And this time, out of the 70% that said yes, 80% agreed to allow them to put the bigger sign in their yard. Think about that for a moment. What does that suggest? It suggests that people are more willing to agree to do something small before they agree to do something much bigger. Think about it for a moment. If you and I have been family friends, close colleagues, and I called you up and said, "Hey, listen, my daughter Sienna is selling Girl Scout cookies, and she's got a big goal. She wants to be the #1 salesman in her troop. And we're calling on our friends and our colleagues and asking for help. Would you be willing to help Sienna reach her goal?" What would each of you say? You'd say yes, right? And the reason why you would say yes is because you want to help. We all have this innate desire to want to help others achieve their goals. It's what connects us. It makes us feel good. And that is exactly the psychology that we're using when we're going to launch your business. So here's what we want you to do. We want you to make 2 lists. The first list, I want you to think about all of the people, the most successful people that you know. The people that are the most stable people that you know. People that are career-oriented. They've got their things together. And I want you to put together a list of 20 people. These are people that you respect, people that you admire. Now, these people have something that we want. And it's not necessarily money like you might think. That's part of it. But here's the key. When you think about these people, successful people, stable people, career-oriented people, people with families, generally, those people are over the age of 35 years old. Now, those people have something that we want. They have wrinkles. Most of them are starting to get wrinkles. They're starting to notice little crow's feet around the eyes. They might start getting a little wrinkles on the forehead, maybe some smile lines. And we have products that can make a big difference for them. So here's what we're going to do. I don't want you to make a list and then call these people up and say, "Hey, listen, I've just joined this business, and you know what? You got to take a look at it. It's so exciting. This company's in 113 countries around the world, and they just did $220 million in sales last month." And if you do that, what is going to happen is people are going to resist. Everybody wants to buy, but nobody wants to be sold. So what we have to do is we have to turn it around. We have to create a pull marketing situation. We don't want to push. When we push, people resist. The other thing is whenever you go sell, whenever you go tell, when you try to convince somebody to buy your products or join your business, there's always that possibility of rejection. And we all know that fear of rejection is one of the key reasons that people stay away from this business. They don't want to be rejected. They're worried about what people will think of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach you a very soft approach that will get people asking you questions, get them coming to you. And here's how we're going to do it. So you're going to make a names list of 20 people, and I want you to challenge yourself. Think outside the box. Come up with 20 names of people that you know that are successful, stable, they're career-oriented, they have large families. And then what we're going to do is we're going to call these people up, and we're going to take the same approach that I just did when I asked for help with Sienna's Girl Scout cookies. We're going to call them up, and all we're going to say is, listen, I just joined a business. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to join anything, but I need help. As part of launching my business, I have to go out and do 20 demonstrations over the next 30 days. It's with a product called Instantly Ageless. You've probably heard about it or read about it in Vogue magazine, Cosmopolitan, Women's Health, and it was even on Inside Edition just the other day. People are calling it Botox in a box because it has instant results on your smile lines, on your wrinkles. The results are outstanding. All I need is someone to do a before and after picture. If I made it convenient for you, I could drop by your home, we could go to lunch, I could even come by the office. Would you be one of my models? Would you be willing to help me reach my goal and be one of my 20? Now I want you to think about that for a moment. If you made it convenient, if you made it easy, and all you're asking is for them to be a model, just to do a before and after picture, what do you think most people are going to say? Certainly they're going to help because you're asking for something small. So when you go and you do the demonstration, it's important that you know how to apply the Instantly Ageless. So make sure that you've talked with your upline leaders about best practices to apply Instantly Ageless. For example, when you put it just a little bit on your finger, you want to dab it between two fingers first. And when you apply it, you don't want to rub it in. It's not a moisturizer. If you do that, it's not going to work. You want to put it on the fingers, tap it between two fingers, and then you want to just dab it. And you want to leave it about 15 to 20% wet because it's the drying effect that creates the results. Some people are using makeup brushes and getting even better results with that. So make sure that you've practiced this before you go and you're confident in the application. In fact, if you can, bring along somebody that's been in the business a little bit longer than you so that they can help you with the application. You're going to go ahead and you're going to play, when you get there, the 2-minute Instantly Ageless demonstration video. You're going to show them how it works. I would also encourage you to have a couple of before and after pictures that you can grab from the group here in Legacy. You can find them online just so that you can show them some of the before and afters before you apply the application. Once you've done that, once they've watched the video, you're going to do the demonstration. You're going to apply the product and look for different areas where you think that it'll create the best response. Some people have bags under their eyes. Some people have wrinkles here. Some people have wrinkles up in the forehead. I've seen it work in the smile line. Make sure that you pick the best spot that they're going to see the best results. And after you apply it, make sure that you have a fan so that you can fan it and dry it off because it's that drying effect that creates the exciting results. When it's drying, I would also encourage you to introduce them to our 5-minute video that introduces our youth enhancement system. If you don't know where to find that link, you can go to mintnation.com and click on how to host a Fountain of Youth party. When you look underneath that, you're going to see a link, and it's our compilation videos. There's 3 videos on there, and the first one is a 5-minute video that talks about the entire youth enhancement system. It's important that we don't just make it about Instantly Ageless because Instantly Ageless works for some people dramatically, and others they might not have the best response from it. It depends on the person's skin. It depends on whether or not that they've got oil on their face, if they've got makeup on. So let them know up front that this works dramatic for some. It depends on the person, but this is part of a youth enhancement system that you are now marketing. And then play that video while it's drying so that they can learn a little bit about it. And after the 5 minutes, by that time, you will have you'll have the end result. You'll be able to take the pictures. Make sure that you take a before picture before you apply it. Use good lighting. Get up real close and take a before picture and an after picture. When you are done with this process, you are going to ask one more question, and that is, do you know anyone or who do you know that would like or enjoy a product like this? And usually what will happen is you're going to have questions. And behind those questions is curiosity. They're interested. They're going to ask you how much it costs. They may have some questions about the youth enhancement system. This is an excellent time to open up your picture book and show before and afters and share stories. Again, we're not hard selling. We're letting them come to us. If you do this, here are the numbers. If you go do 20 demonstrations in your first 30 days, you're going to get 16 people to agree to do the demonstration. You're going to chase some people, schedules aren't going to work out, but you're going to get 16 people that say yes. Out of those 16 people that say yes, you're going to get 8 of them that place an order with you. They are going to become a customer. What's so exciting about Instantly Ageless, unlike any other product that I've represented, is when someone uses this product and when they see the results, one of the first things that they want to do is they want to go tell somebody about it. They want to go show somebody their results. They want to take it to work with them and hand out a couple of samples. They share it with friends and family members that come over. And so what happens is very quickly, out of those 8, you will end up with 2 to 3 of them that want to end up becoming promoters. They end up, they see the response from others and they're excited about promoting this product as well. So that's step number 1. And if you can do this within the first 30 days, think about that. 8 customer orders, 2 to 3 of them become promoters. You're already well on your way to making your initial investment back. So now, when people start to ask you that question that we always get, how's it working for you? You can say, you know what? All I do is just do demonstrations and the product sells itself and I'm already making money. I've already made some of my initial investment back or maybe all of my initial investment back. You already have a story, and that's what the story is, the key to this business. Now, let's move on to the next list. The next list that we're going to do is a list of people that you know that need more money. Who do you know that needs more money in their life right now? You don't have to think very far, right? So who do you know that always comes up short at the end of every single month? Who do you know that's got a really large family or children that are going to college or somebody that maybe just lost their job or somebody who's retired and they're not ready to sit down? Who do you know that would like to create a little bit of extra income to start building towards their retirement because they've got no money saved away? Who do you know that just got cutbacks at work and they're trying to figure out how to offset that income? Who do you know that maybe would like to retire a spouse and bring them home or maybe get their children out of daycare and be able to stay at home with a spouse? Make a list, and all you need is 20 names. And again, I'm going to challenge you to come up with all 20. And what we're going to do with these 20 is we're going to take a very direct approach. You're going to call them up, and you're just going to ask them, hey, listen, let me ask you a question. Are you open to making more money right now? Just very direct. Are you open to creating some additional income or generating some additional income in your life? And usually the response is going to be, well, yeah, who isn't? It depends. Who isn't looking to make more money? But it depends. It depends on what it is. And all you're going to say is, listen, for every 10 people that I just recently started a business, for every 10 people that I show it to, 3 say yes, 7 say no. So for every 10 people that I show my business to, 3 say yes, 7 say no. It doesn't matter which side of the fence that you fall on, but I would really appreciate if you would give me your opinion. If I made it convenient for you, I could drop by your home, I could come by, I could take you to lunch, I could come by your office, whatever's best for you, would you be willing to take a look and just give me your honest opinion? It's a very direct approach, but here's the thing. Right up front, when you tell them that for every 10 people that you show it to, 3 say yes, 7 say no, you're letting them off the hook. There's not pressure there that they feel that they have to join. You're asking for their help. You're asking for their opinion. And when you take this approach, here are the numbers. Out of the 20 people that you contact, 12 of them are going to agree to take a look at your presentation. You're going to have some people that are just skeptics right up front, and that's okay. They're going to say, is it one of those things, if this is network marketing, or I just don't have a lot of time right now, don't push. That's okay. Those are the ones that are going to be watching you over the next 30, 60, 90 days. They want to know that 6 months from now, you're still going to be here. And your story is going to be the key to attracting them to your business. But out of those 20, 12 of them are going to say yes. Out of those 12, you're going to go and you're going to share a couple of things with them. You're going to go meet with them, and you're going to focus on, number one, your why you got involved in the business. Now, why do we focus on our why? Because it's all about connecting. You know, if I sit down with someone and I explain to them that I'm doing this business because I want to live life on my terms. I want to be able to wake up when I'm done sleeping. I want to be able to be at home with my son, Cayman, every single day. I want to be able to work on something that teaches my children to pursue their passion and follow their dreams and not just go to work building somebody else's dream. I want to do this so that I can travel the world. I want to do this so that I have a plan B in place in case I get laid off. I want to do this so that eventually my plan B becomes my plan A, and I don't have to go to work every single day anymore if I don't want to. When you share your why, that's what people are going to connect to. And then you're going to share your vision for the future. It's the vision that people want to be a part of. If I explain that over the course of the next year that I am going to build a massive army of entrepreneurs, mompreneurs, whatever it is, that want to create a secondary income stream, that want to go out and make a difference in helping other people, and that organization is eventually going to spread around the world, and our vision over the next 3 to 5 years is to empower 1 million people to get started on a path of home-based business, to get started on a path of entrepreneurship and start taking control of their financial future. That's what I'm going to do. And you know what? Nothing is going to stop me. I'm going to make this happen no matter what. When you talk with certainty and conviction, and you talk about your future in that way, people are drawn to that. They're drawn to that vision. So you're going to share your why, you're going to share your vision, and then you're just going to talk about why you're excited. Let me tell you why I'm excited about this company. This is what got me excited. This company's got this product that everybody's talking about. This company is in 113 countries, and every single country that they expand to, the country explodes. They did $220 million last month, and less than 3% of it was here in North America. So I see an opportunity with the timing. And you know what? I'm busy. I've got a job. I've got children that are in sports, but this is something that I can do on the side very easily. It's simple to pass out samples. It's simple to show, the 2-minute video and go do some demonstrations. And it's something that I enjoy. I like these products. They've made a difference. Here's been my experience using the products. That's all we're doing. And again, if you have the opportunity and your upline is local, take them with you. It's always better to have 2 people there, just because it's better to invite somebody that maybe has been in the business a little bit longer than you to answer questions. You can edify that person, let them know that they've been in the business longer. You brought them along just to make sure that they answer any questions. And just explain, show them how they can get started, show them the money. So you're basically going to do a couple of things. You're going to talk about your why. You're going to talk about your vision. You're going to talk about why you're excited. You're going to show them how they can make some extra income. And then you're going to talk about the different ways that someone can get started. They can become a customer and just order the product. They can become a member, which allows them to order the product wholesale, or they can become a promoter. And you know what? By that time, they're going to start letting you know whether they're interested, whether they're not interested, what they're most interested in based on their questions. And if they're not interested, say, you know what? I really appreciate you allowing me to come practice. Because for me, I had to get my 20 presentations under my belt in the first 30 days. It's part of launching my business, and I really appreciate it. Hey, by the way, if this thing takes off the way that I think that it's going to, can I come tap you on the shoulder in 30 days? If this thing's really exploding, would that be okay? And of course, they're going to say yes. Again, we've taken a very soft approach on both lists. If you do this, out of those 12 people that said yes, 6 of them are going to get involved in your business in some form or another, whether it's a customer or whether it's a promoter. I want you to think about that for a moment. Now, what we've just done in the first 30 days, all we've done is we put together 2 lists of 20 people. The first list we asked for help. Would you be willing to, I've got to go do 20 demonstrations as part of launching my business. Would you be willing to help me out and be one of my 20 if I made it convenient for you? All I need is a before and after picture with this incredible product called Instantly Ageless. The second list, all we're doing is we're calling somebody up and saying, hey, listen, are you open to making some extra money right now? I've got something I'm excited about. For every 10 people that I show it to, 3 say yes, 7 say no. I have to go out and give 20 presentations in the next 30 days. Would you be willing to help me out? If I made it convenient for you, would you be willing to just take a look and give me your honest opinion? That's it. No pushing, no sales, no pressure. If you do both of these things, what will end up happening is you're going to end up with 10 to 12 new people involved in your business over the next 30 days. At that point, you will have earned somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000 to $2,000, depending on how people get involved. And that's not a money guarantee. That's just an average based on knowing how people get involved in the business. At that point, you have a success story. And when people say, well, how's it going for you? You can say, well, listen, I got involved and all I've done is I've done a couple of demonstrations, and you know what? I've already made 100% of my initial investment back. How many business opportunities do you know of that you can start a business, do it in your spare time or your part-time, maybe go do 1 demonstration a day or 5 demonstrations on the weekend, do that for 4 weeks and have 100% of your initial investment back. From that point, your job is to teach exactly what you just did. Your job is to teach those brand new people this 2020 vision plan. You go do that over and over again. You will find that your business is going to start to explode. The key to this business is duplication. It's simplicity. If we can get everybody doing the exact same thing, starting their team members the exact same way with this video, you've got a proven plan of success. Your job is just to execute it. So with that, I want to say thank you very much. Be sure to download the 2020 Vision Plan here in Legacy. You can find it under Files. Just click on Files and you'll see the 2020 Vision Plan. It has all of these scripts and exactly how to duplicate this system over and over again. You guys have an absolutely incredible day. Once again, thank you for joining Legacy Global Network. We're excited about your future here with Jeunesse. Take care.